So sometimes you ask your community, what do you want to see more of? They say they want to see some rants, they want to see some discussions, they want to see some gameplay, and then sometimes something just falls into your lap that's just perfect. Today, I have to speak on it, because unlike some, I will actually speak on it. They're not listening. They're not listening, and in fact, it feels like a kick in the teeth. It feels like a kick in the teeth. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty fuming about this. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. So a few days ago, I told you some vagaries, some issues that I couldn't really speak on. There was certain, shall we say, person inside of TC, and I couldn't speak on it because I didn't want to. I wanted to withhold their information. I wanted to be fair, and I didn't want to burn a bridge. But I've got to be honest with you, and I've got to be honest with you as viewers, and I hope you do appreciate this, because I'm telling you some information I probably shouldn't tell you. I was quite literally called out from inside of the studio as somebody that is clickbait and somebody that does stuff for views. So yeah, that's why I was so pissed off, because of all the people in the scene, of all the people doing shit, there are many, many people that are trying to help the game, and to consider me as clickbait, to consider me as view grabbing, in the state of the scene, I'm doing the least content clickbait there is possible. I want to give some statistics. 780,000 views in 11 months. I have done 10 gameplay videos. 10 gameplay videos. 780,000 people have listened to me discuss Gears and tried to help it. And I got called out for doing things for clickbait and attention. Incredible. There are skin channels that get 3 million views. There are channels that are massive and don't even post, and they'll circle jerk the game on Twitter. They'll circle jerk the company on Twitter. We all know what we're talking about. I'm actually trying to help the damn game, and I'm getting called out for that. So yeah, I was pretty fucking fuming. Now we may have spoke about it, and we may have calmed the situation down, but I was pretty pissed off, and I still am pretty pissed off. That I'm basically, I feel like I was treated like shit, I'm not gonna lie. And then we have all this hours and hours of footage of me trying to help the studio, help the game. People are joining in. The community has grown. The community has grown from nobody watching and asking my friend to tune in and subscribe to basically almost 1,500 people tuning in every single episode. I don't even post gameplay. I don't post tutorials, I don't post rap shots, I don't post skin videos. 99% of my content is discussion based around helping the game and the community and trying to grow it. And then, the reason I'm telling you this is recently, we just had a video where I just covered it. I haven't posted it yet, but it's 1 hour, 45 minutes long. It's a discussion with Greg about GGZII. And this is an incredibly dramatic, emotional piece. There's a lot of energy, a lot of passion. You can just tell that this guy loves Gears. He absolutely loves Gears. He's always loved Gears. He's an OG. He's super passionate about the franchise. There are many, many passionate people, not just me, you, the viewers at home that are tuning in, the people that discuss the stuff on the forums all day. There are many, many passionate people discussing the game, trying to help the game. We're doing all of this. There's a direct quote, and again, I'll give you some information that I shouldn't be saying, but I'm going to tell you a direct quote from inside of the TC studio, so I hope you appreciate that I'm doing this. They don't know what content creators do. Many, many people in the studio don't understand what content creators do. That's an actual quote. Okay? So that kind of shows the level of, I'm going to say the word incompetence right now, and this is burning bridges, but I'm sick of it, mate. Yesterday I played for 3 hours on laggy connections, the most broken netcode you've ever seen. I was told that I made 3 videos that were so imperative to the studio that they arranged a meeting to talk about it and were going to give us the details on how they're going to help improve the netcode to make a better game. None of that happened. None of that arose. So all of that effort was for nothing. And then not only was all that effort for nothing, I also was told that I'm clickbait. I basically sort of felt like I'm bad news for the game and bad news for the scene. So this is what I'm saying, guys. When you have somebody like me in the franchise, in the scene, that tries to help the game and you're, quote, negative, you only get shit. You only get shit. I don't get given a free processor. I don't get put on the TC partnership. I don't get flown out to the studio. I don't get all, little perks. I don't get a retweet. I don't get a whatever. And I don't care about that shit. Let me tell you that. I don't care about that shit. I don't care about flying to the studio. I don't care about getting a free skin. I don't care about a retweet. But let me just tell you, I do care when somebody says something about that. That does annoy me. So you've got all these people on the forum discussing shit. You've sat and you've listened for 2 hours to a passionate guy talk about Gears 3. And you know what they came up with? They came up with this. So after all of the discussions about the game, the brokenness and all of this, they came up with basically a twist on the sort of Art Deco set, an ancient set, which is like kind of gold. It takes about 1 second in Photoshop. And then you've got Beardless Marcus. And then like a banner for money. And the worst thing about this is it's not only just costing you money, it's going to be free. It's going to be free in next week, and they don't even tell you because they're trying to entice people to spend money on the uninformed viewer that doesn't realize in a week these are going to cost coins. Or maybe it sells really, really well, like Dom, and next week it doesn't cost coins, and they keep it in the store for, quote, so people can, quote, enjoy their exclusivity, end quote. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me right now? I grinded the tour for all of my, quote, exclusives. They all disappeared and got given away for coins, but Dom sells well. Let's put him in the tour. Let's put him in the shop for another week for, quote, so people can enjoy their exclusivity. And then people stack up on Iron so they can buy the esports skins, and then they remove the ability to purchase esports skins with Iron. And when questioned about it, they say, oh yeah, it does cost money now, and you can't buy the skins with Iron, but you can buy Boost with the Iron. That's pretty good, right? No. What is Boost good for? There hasn't been a Horde event in 38 weeks. PvE is one of the most important things about this game. When people buy Gears 5, they play the campaign, they play a little bit of PvE. A very, very small section goes on to play the multiplayer. Loads and loads of people play Horde because there's not many games on Xbox that are a 4-player cooperative shooting experience, right? And they completely abandoned Horde for 38 weeks. And then they give us Beardless Marcus and sell it for money? Are you even trying? Are you taking the piss right now? Yeah, it seems ridiculous that I'm moaning at some dude's character skin getting a beard removed, but it's not. It's the implication and the point. That it's what it means to the person that signs in. They see that and think, wow, they're taking me for a ride. It rubs your potential customers and your player base up the wrong way. And it's like they don't know they're doing it. Bro, the one thing that Marcus is and always will be is a rugged war veteran. He fights for it. He never gives up. He lives in the land of sorrow. That's what he does. And we're going to go, all right, let's give him a clean-shaven look for no reason and sell it for money that nobody asked for. On top of the broken servers, the broken registration, the no maps, the weird game mode choices, the dead esports scene, everything like this. And then you know what they did on top of that? Just to absolutely put the nail in the coffin. After discussing all of this stuff about Gears 3, the old game, the passion from the fans, after saying they read the forums on feedback, we then get this. Can you vote for next week's featured blood spray? Poop, kapow, or unicorn? It's literally a joke. It is quite literally a joke. And there's so many big content creators, huge Mexican YouTubers, there's Spanish YouTubers, there's huge other YouTube channels not even commenting on it. They're doing a disservice to their viewers. I respect you as a viewer and as a player of the game. And I know this is not what you want. So I will voice my opinion. Nobody wants this. We don't care about having a unicorn blood spray. We don't care about having a, quote, kapow or a poop. Oh, it's poop. Bro, I'm playing an 18 rated violent video game and we're having a poop blood spray. Why? Well, it's not even remotely funny, you know? I can't even do a sarcastic chuckle. It's unbelievably irritating that they're taking all this feedback from all the players, quote, taking the feedback, and this was what they decided. Like, somebody's job was to tweet this, and nobody in the studio went, don't tweet that. That's just going to rub people up the wrong way. That's going to annoy people. And you know what? It clearly shows they're massively out of touch. And people are going, it's just a blood spray. Yeah, it is just a blood spray, and in the grand scheme of things, it has no effect. But it does have the effect of, it clearly shows they're out of touch with the player base. It shows that they don't know what direction they want the game to go in. They talk about classic gritty Gears returning, and then they tweet this. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a complete loss for words. You know, yesterday I played for 2.5 hours on stream. No, it might have even been 4 hours. And it was like the most miserable experience ever. Anybody that tuned into the stream could see I wasn't having fun. Every game I was playing 200 ping players. If it wasn't 200 ping players, I was playing complete noobs, or I was playing a 5-man sweat squad that humped me every single time I went down. There was no in between. The games were either a complete wash or unbelievably boring. The connection was laggy, the netcode was laggy, the shotgun wasn't working. We went through some clips to analyze some stuff. And I did all this, and I came off, and then I saw this, and I thought, are they winding us up? Is that what this is? Because that's what it feels like, and I know it's such a small thing, but you want to keep your customers happy. You want to keep your player base happy. You want them to sign in and feel enjoyment. None of this stuff gives anybody any enjoyment. It's ridiculous. And the people that aren't speaking about it and then continue to relentlessly play Gears and promote it, they don't care about their viewers. They care about lining their own pockets, and they care about not rocking the boat, and they care about just, as long as if they're getting by, everything's fine. Well, I'm telling you, I like Gears, I want it to be a better game, but my god, stuff like this just turns me off. It just turns me away from the game. Like, well, it's ridiculous. There's not, can I even say anything else? It's just, it's not about the blood spray. It's not about the skins. It's not about the character skin. It's about the theme you're creating and the way it makes people feel. And how can nobody in the office have thought, maybe let's not do this? Honestly, it's really, really irritating me. Like I say, man, I have to sign in. I don't have to, but I want to sign in and stream. I queue for 40 minutes. I get a laggy game. I get shit talkers. I get people humping. I get people teabagging. I get people stream sniping. And then I get called clickbait. And then I get called this and that. Fuck off, mate. Honestly, I've just felt like saying, just fuck yourself, mate.